Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Thinky Game Podcast. Welcome back.
Double nickel, 55.
55.
And we had to get up under the shade this time because it's raining. It's like it's going to rain now. But guess what? Let us know in Little Rock. There'll be some places for us to record for free. You got some places you want to record for free. Because where we at now, free parking, free space, free all kind of stuff. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Died at 79. Said he died in his home. According to New York Post, he had pancreatic cancer.
The silent killer. It's just.
Well, we want to talk about the memories of the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah. He brought so much entertainment, if that's what you call it, to a lot of us.
Yeah.
Those days where you were homesick, daytime TV, Jerry Springer.
Boy.
Kept you company. Seeing something you shouldn't have probably saw at that age.
Trying to think. That's too far. Okay, might be cool. But you think about with him, with his shows though, I mean, he had them crazy shows where dude didn't know man. He didn't know the woman was a man. Did he have paternity suits on there?
Yeah, that
he started.
He started
before Mark Popovich.
Yeah, exactly. Murray took it over.
Yeah, he took it to another level.
Him and Steve Wilkos. When he used to be a security guard.
Did he have Razor Ramon on there? I think he did. I think he had Razor Ramon on there.
I think we got to look back on those episodes.
On the archives, yeah.
But people coming out fighting. If your girlfriend told you, hey, let's go on the Jerry Springer show, it wasn't going to be good news. Either she wasn't a girl or... Yeah.
We'll let you know that I'm not a girl.
Or the baby wasn't yours.
Oh, man.
Or she been sleeping with your cousin. So those are not good surprises. I ain't never seen a good surprise on Jerry Springer.
No, I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
And the security guard out there, they worked all the time. They probably did more work out of anybody breaking up fights. Man.
Exactly. That's what he knew it was going to be a big reveal. When he started off after the commercial break, he was in the audience. He was gonna say something because he wasn't gonna get in between anybody.
For sure. Now we're gonna get into the corporate news. Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson fired from Fox and CNN. With Tucker fired from Fox and Don Lemon fired from CNN.
And these are $10 million, salary.
And that should let you know that it's not about race; it's about production.
Exactly.
Apple and Orange got fired.
Yeah.
Not just one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Making your company look bad could cost you.
Yes.
Your job.
Yeah, it will cost you your job. Anytime your production, let me write it down. Let me see that. I wrote it down before I messed around and said it wrong. If your production doesn't outweigh your tolerance, you're going to be expendable. That's for anybody.
Exactly. Yes.
You affect the bottom line, you're expendable. If you affect the company brand, you're expendable. And the best thing to do is to own your own brand, own your own stuff, and have your own money. That's the point you want to get to in life, where you can do your own stuff.
Because it's not a monetary amount, you know what I mean, that makes you like a boss or controlling your own fate. These guys, I think Don Lemon was making $10 million a year or something like that. You think that's a lot of money. I control my fate and this and that, but somebody can take that money back. They can stop your cash.
Now, that is a good check to get, but you got to understand how to play the chess game to keep getting that check, though.
Yeah.
Don't lose the bag because of how you feel. And sometimes you get caught up, you feel like you're Teflon done, and then you say something crazy or something. Then you realize you're not Teflon done.
It's when keeping it real goes wrong. Or right, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you just want to stand up for what you feel and what you believe in.
Right.
But sometimes it's a cost with that.
It is.
And sometimes it's gonna affect your...
and then he said he was shocked. Nobody talked to him. Listen, most jobs now, they don't really... that's old school. They pull you in the office and say you're fired. I mean, that's that Donald Trump kind of stuff. But when most jobs now, they'll send you an email or they'll have somebody come tell you, HR come get you out the office.
Or you don't have clearance to go into certain area. You try to clock in, you try to badge in, or security stops you at the front door.
Exactly.
You know security, but they still like, hey.
When I worked at the ISP place, when they laid us off, we didn't even know till like lunchtime. The stuff just stopped working. Like why my email not working? Why is this not working? Next thing you know, the recruiter called me and said, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I already knew. I was like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
But, and then right after all that stuff took place, that's when they tried to call me back with talking about, we wish you to, man, don't be disingenuous, man. I really just go ahead and let me walk out the door and go home. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they do, man.
I didn't have to get dressed this morning.
Then with Tucker, right? From Fox, this dude probably was making money too.
Oh, for sure.
I don't even think he had a degree, bro. I think he had went to college, stopped going to college, ended up finding a job, and then he just became good at being an anchor. But bro, and
I mean, sometimes natural talent will get you somewhere. The people his network
exactly
was really good, you know, and it got him in a position. You know what I mean? But that position is not set in stone,
right?
You know what I mean?
But the moral of the story is, you want great production, but you don't want to be high on tolerance, man.
Exactly.
You want to stay under the radar as much as you can, especially when you get in the bag from somebody else. Because it got strings that come with it. I don't care what nobody say. It got strings that come with it. Next corporate topic. This is actually pretty crazy. Was it Bud Light? I think it was Bud Light. Or Anheuser-Busch. Some executives did a campaign. I don't even want to butcher this person's name. The Movani campaign has unleashed a torrent of negative publicity for Anheuser-Busch, which announced Friday that over the weekend that the marketing executives responsible for taping Movani, one name was Alyssa, other name was Daniel, I'm not going to say their last name, don't matter, are taking leaves of absence. Pretty much they're going to say, this is the process probably before you get fired.
Yeah, you're going to be at home already, get used to it.
We're going to give you a time, we're going to give you a little time to get yourself together, maybe find you something else, but you're probably not going to be working here. You know why? Because they cost the company money. Stock value went down.
Exactly. And you think, well, it's the image you get behind the wrong person, wrong stuff, you make the wrong call.
Yes.
When you're the leader or you control of that wing or that
I think it was their feelings got involved instead of looking at the analytics.
Yeah. And
they say, well, we're free. It's a free time now. Well, people that probably drink Anheuser-Busch probably don't think the same way. Yeah. And clearly the numbers show that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful being in marketing because, I mean, with marketing, you got to really think about
image. That's what you
what your consumer likes, right? And exactly. They made a move. I guess they felt like it was liberating and they just liberated themselves from a job pretty much.
You're free.
Yeah. Free. Spread your wings and fly away. So it'll be interesting to see if they come back. If they do, we'll let you know. But most time when you take a leave of absence, there's usually steps before they let you go. They probably getting your severance package together and all that good stuff. It's like, they executive, so.
Yeah, you ain't been executed, but you on death row.
Right. So our next topic is in corporate news is eliminate all doubt. A Russian e-commerce company that has been compared to Amazon and eBay must undergo humiliating strip searches at the entrance to their offices. According to Russian media, these searches are done in order to prevent employees from carrying phones or watches into the workplace, as well as crack down on theft. And pretty much, they must have been watching New Jack City or something. Or the crack house. That's what they do.
Their business model was the Carter in New Jack City. You got to get naked before you come in there.
And they probably looked at the analytics because they said, if we do this, we will minimize the theft.
Yeah, but they not minimize, bring it down to zero. Yeah. They want the zero on the bottom line. They didn't trust the hiring process to hire, trustworthy, good employees.
Boy.
We don't trust nobody. Everybody got to get naked before you come in.
Man,
here.
That's crazy because on New York Post they had pictures of it. They was on that underwear and stuff. Like had to had the strip break down, man, bust it down, man. You know what I'm saying? And they had to be stealing though. For them to do that though, they had to be. They never talk about the other side of the story. People probably would bringing in cell phones and leaking photos and stuff. And Russia's a whole other country versus America. You know what I'm saying?
They liable to kill you for something like that. But hey, think about that. What do you think about your job? You know what I mean? Stripping down naked before you come to work and after. You know what I mean?
Because people be stealing, bro. Exactly. You work at a retail place, man. Anything. Somebody gonna try. Not everybody, but it's always there's somebody that's gonna try. They're gonna try to defy the odds. So,
or they got a mental illness. It's a kleptomaniacs all. Everywhere they just got to pick up something. Just got to steal something.
Okay. Now, here's another thing. Tell me if you think this is accurate, bro. I looked at some stats. And I just looked up the median household income by age of householder on the census of Baru in Little Rock in the 72209 zip code where we from, right?
Yeah.
It said the average salary under 25 years old is $29,745.
Under 25.
Yep. Yeah.
I can agree, you know what I mean? Because with so many people, you know, it's a lot of people bringing it up, and it's a lot of people bringing it down, you know, too. So
for sure.
I don't think, you know, that's on average, right? You know
yeah, that's an average, yeah.
Everybody, you know what I mean? It's kind of above and below, but it's got to be somebody bringing it down, and got to be some people bringing it up.
And 25 to 44 is $33,740.
Yeah,
that's the average.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, man, for two people, you know what I mean? That's, you know, what's it?
I think it's for one person, maybe a household.
I mean, but
they do say household.
Household. Oh man, everybody together.
No, I think it's for one person. And you probably combine both of them.
Yeah, you combine.
And still 60,000 for household is still kind of tough nowadays with inflation and everything. I mean, like I say, if you're under 20, go ahead.
And when you think about it, you know what I mean. If you're under that, you know what I mean.
Boy,
it's a lot of people that's making 60 or 70 by themselves.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean. And my thing is, why can't that be you, or why can't that be me? You can be, you know, you don't have to be the average. You know what I mean. You don't have to be the median,
right? Or
don't have to be a goal.
45 to 64 is $46,636. That's the average.
What does that say to you when you look at those numbers? From the whole zip code to the county. You know what I mean?
Being in that zip code, I could definitely see that because you got to think, right? Most kids, when they get out of school now, they either go work for like a distribution company like FedEx or something, or Amazon or Walmart or something like that, and they're only paying a little bit over minimum wage. So they're going to be in that 29 to 33 range, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of times, you get so caught up in that, you be there 5 years before you even realize.
Yeah.
And now you 35, you know, making 33, 34,000, 35. And then, you know, you get to that 45, maybe you find another job to give you another bump up. Now you're making 42 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, and you never, you know, really increase your value or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely I could see that. And then you can tell a lot of times by the cars. Yeah. When you driving through the area, you know, the kind of cars you see. You go to another zip code, the car's trying to kind of change, you know what I'm saying? You start seeing more like, you know, Audis and stuff like that, and, you know, newer Camrys and stuff like that, where, you know, you in certain areas, you still seeing 98. I got a 98. 98 Chevy trucks, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the main, you know,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, what do you think the average car note is?
Now, the average car note is probably insane because you got to think those new Toyota trucks, right? Those Toyota Tundras, they said entry level is $78,000.
Yeah.
That ain't even fully loaded.
Yeah.
So imagine how much you paying on that. Then they extended the...
I've seen houses, you know what I mean, for that, you know, price. And
the houses, and that's probably be obsolete in a minute,
on that, and that's 30 years. So, what, a car loan is what?
I think they extended it. They extended it now.
5 or 6 years?
Almost to 10.
You paying wow.
I think they extended it. Like it's longer than that now.
Well, I mean, I guess you can get a reasonable car note.
They about to extend.
With 10 years.
They're about to extend mortgages, if they haven't already, to 60 years. So if they extend the mortgage, you know the car's going to push for that. So you're like, why are you going to do them but not let me? So they're going to extend.
Now, can you imagine that, having a car note for one car for 10 years.
You better hope that car lasts 10 years, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I mean? You can't get a warranty on most cars to last 10 years.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
If you travel a lot, you'll burn through 100,000 miles. Just like
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So you got to look at that.
And then check this out.
Some zip codes, they're paying in their car notes what you're paying for your house note.
Yeah, and then check this out. It goes from 46, the average, back down at 65 years and over. It goes back down to $39,636.
So Why do you think that is? Like
Like
trying to
the people
live
that
off
retire,
retirement
yeah.
income. People think, well, I'm going to retire. I'm going to be making the same money or more. It's less.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? And 60% of the, in most places, if you,
And see, here's the thing they don't think about when you retire, right? Your insurance is not automatically deducted. You got to pay that now.
now,
Dental,
so
medical, dental, all that other stuff. You got to pay
and
that.
you need that more in your older age.
And then most time, you probably get paid at the beginning of the month one time.
Yeah.
Ain't every
One
2
in.
weeks when you retire. It's one time.
Yeah.
So you get $2,500. And that's you get that. You got to make that last for a month. You get paid on April 1st. You got to make that last to May 1st.
Yeah.
That's a long time, boy.
Without nothing else coming in. So
And then you think about too. Even with this average, right, is real low. How many people even still really like cooking and stuff? Like they would actually cook at home.
Yeah.
Some people still going out there because every time you go to McDonald's, crowded.
Yeah,
Whataburger just opened, crowded.
Crowded, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you spending at least $15, $20.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, a Big Mac meal now at McDonald's is what, almost $10 now?
Yeah.
$15?
And that's
And it's only gonna go up. I mean, another 5, 10 years, you probably paying like $20 for a Big Mac meal, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
Everything's going up. The
Yeah.
apartments going up. You know what I mean? So car notes going up. We talked about that. And then your apartment's going up.
Yeah.
You're paying $500 for your car,
Boy.
right? And then maybe $1,500 for your rent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people just got disqualified, just for the car and just for the.
And then this is what happens
rent.
when you get stuck in that average range, and you start just rolling in life, get stuck in that circle. You can't just up and move. When things start happening, you can't just say, you know what, let me move somewhere else because you don't have the means to do so.
Yeah, and it creates a bitter heart. Like, why are these people on Facebook traveling and I'm, working every day and I'm making this money and I don't have any extra money. I can't afford just a regular car note. And it makes you feel a certain type of way. Yeah. And you ask, like, well, why aren't these people getting educations? Why aren't they getting paid? Every college class, at least in the first of the semester, I went to was full. So people are trying. Maybe they're not succeeding.
Right.
Maybe they're not using their degrees to, help them, progress or something or like that. But
so
it's crazy.
Now, have a little fun. Now it's about to be draft time.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. But I thought about when I was making this, like when we was younger, right now, 20s, right?
Yes, sir.
You're looking for a mate. Matter of fact, did your dad teach you how to talk to girls, or did you have to learn on your own?
It's a lot I learned on my own, but my dad.
I think that's a lot of kids.
But my dad, told us things to be cautious about.
Yeah.
I had a lot of female cousins, my mom, aunties, and things.
Yeah.
So I knew what not to do.
Right.
You know what I mean, and that was a real thing that was really important to me. Not getting somebody pregnant. You know what I mean? That's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
and I've definitely learned that from my dad.
Yeah.
So,
when you was talking about learning how to talk to girls, I definitely had to learn on my own. Like, definitely an instruction guide. So, when we were in our 20s, right?
Yes, sir.
Getting out of high school, now you adults, you got your own thing going, your own car. We called it draft time. That's what we called it. Like the NFL draft. So when you looking at girls going out drafting, we call it scouting. What is some of the things on the draft board you're looking for when you're looking at girls when you was in your 20s? That's about losing context. We was in our 20s. So a lot of people our age probably retired. No, ain't nobody coaching no more, man.
Yeah, I mean, looking for different things. Looking for a lot of people in their 20s are looking for wife material. You know what I mean? They're looking for.
Think so? Wife material?
Not looking for wife material.
Oh, okay. Not looking for wife material. Okay.
But if you're a smart GM or owner or coach, you know what I mean. You take note of those prospects that have long-term value. That can build your brand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Build you brand, your legacy.
Like height. What about height? You like tall, short?
Taller would be good. You know what I mean. Just for your sons or your daughters. You know what I mean. Bigger, stronger, faster.
But
that's what you want.
The chances of finding it ain't a lot of like. I guess in Little Rock, it ain't a lot of tall like that.
You don't. I mean, you don't need a lot. You just need one.
I lucked out. I mean, I lucked out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you just need one.
I hit the
lottery, you know what I mean?
so.
But you got to think with that the stereotype of raising tall
children.
With
guys though, it seems like with guys though, we have to be tall.
Oh yeah, that's a requirement
short,
for women. You can't be 5'9", 5'10", 5'11".
Man, it's crazy.
But that's just a standard people set. But you got tall kids. They're gonna want you to play. You want your kids to play basketball.
Boy,
you good at this and good at that, so they see them a certain type of way. Does your mate wear glasses? I mean, you know what I mean. Things like that.
Yeah.
If you wear glasses, she wear glasses. Your kids are gonna wear glasses.
Look, are they sickly?
That's
sickly. Something to think about. If you sickly and your wife. You see sickly, that's probably not good for you.
Exactly. History of mental health. You know what I mean? You there's all things you want to look at that you want to scout. In any age, I think those are good things to look at.
Bro, I swear he a carbon copy of me, bro. It's like I'm dealing with myself, man, when I'm talking to him, man. Like, man, was I really this crazy when I was younger?
Man,
probably was.
Probably worse. You know what I mean? So, you got you to hold you. You got you and Ashley to hold you down. You know what I mean? It's, which is just your mom.
Boy,
that
was drive my mom crazy, man. I can't even imagine like how it was raising a kid like me, man. Because I'm so random on purpose. We're gonna talk about that later. Living in the hood, how it make you, man. So, what's this like red flags or indicators? What's some of the stuff that'll make you take a person out the draft board?
Those mental health red flags to me, twitching, talking to yourself, really kind of drama, not being able to keep
arguing
a budget.
About anything. Like, what are we arguing about? Like one time, some girl got mad at me because I wear tube socks. Are you kidding? Because I wear tube socks?
They too long, sir.
Yeah, because you wear ankle socks.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wear tube socks. Who cares?
With shorts? You can't wear tube socks with shorts.
Boy, it just rained. Boy, I'm so glad we got up under this shade, man. It would have been crazy, man. The camera would have died, man.
The rain don't stop nothing.
It don't stop the show. I turn it down in the background, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But, just things like that.
Think about feet.
No. I mean,
if they don't take care of their feet, I mean.
If you don't take care of you, if you don't care about yourself, how do you care about me? You know what I mean? So, personal accountability, taking care of yourself, is always a good thing.
There you go.
All right.
Thunder roll, and the thunder roll, and the lightning strikes.
So those are all good things.
But
personal red flags to you, like if something's good to somebody else, like
that's true.
Somebody being frugal,
like me being sarcastic, that could be a red flag to somebody.
Somebody, exactly.
But somebody else might like it because they laugh off.
They like a person with a sense of humor.
Right.
So if you're gruff and you're a serious, no nonsense person, sense of humor might not be high on your top 5. You know what I mean? And your friend can be like, "Hey, you need to be with him or be with her because they have a sense of humor."
Right.
You're like, that ain't me.
Right.
So they didn't talk somebody up to you that has a sense of humor.
Right. Because
they say opposites attract. That may not be for you.
But see, if it's two serious people, from what I'm seeing in my experience, that's a tough conversation, like just going out and dating and stuff. It's like, what is the conversation really be about?
I think
if you can't just talk about random stuff and laugh and stuff, I don't know.
But that's you.
That's you, right. You're right.
So I think two serious people can really get along. They on the same thing. They stay on topic. They stay on point. They got their points. They do their serious people thing, and they relate to that.
Dry, though. Like,
to us,
you're right.
You know what I mean. You like seasoned food. You know what I mean. You like a little ranch on your salad. You know what I mean.
Chick-fil-A sauce now.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
We see things from our point of view.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's very hard not to see that. I'm having fun if I'm on a date
when
with,
you got
with my
facts,
friends.
Though, two people that serious, I don't know, when you just see it from the outside, so like they always, I don't know, it's like some weird, like they play Battleship with each other or something.
But
man.
They're having fun.
Right, you're right.
That's what we got to get. Yeah. Like when I go on a date, having drinks with friends or whatever we're doing, you can tell we're having fun from outside looking in because we're laughing, we're smiling, we're joking.
Right.
Two serious people, they might have really like their intellectual conversation they're having. But they're not laughing. They're not slapping their legs.
Right.
They're not carrying on. They're not horseplaying. They're not touching.
Right.
But we can't say they're not having fun. Like two people playing chess. versus 4 people playing spades.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be totally different.
Totally different.
They're having fun playing chess.
Let us know in the comments, what are some of the red flags that you'll scratch people off your draft board? Be like, nah, not drafting.
And what are the things that are interesting to you,
Right.
that are fun to you, that other people might think is boring?
Because in the
too wild.
NFL, they look at everything. They look at game film. They look at your attributes. They take you to the combine and work you out. They look at everything.
And it's somebody for everybody. It's
Now, some people are going to get drafted.
It's somebody that's looking for if you're good at what you do, there's somebody looking for a player like you.
Right.
The type, you fit somebody's system.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it may not always be the winner. Sometimes people want to always go for the winning team. Sometimes you're not for the winning team because you don't want to make the sacrifice like the Patriot way.
Yeah.
You want to be on the Patriots. It's certain things you gotta do.
Yeah.
And you coming there talking about what we
I
ain't
gonna
do.
put my hand down.
That's not the Patriot way. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and you think you might be the missing piece for a losing team.
Yes.
Or just another body on a winning team.
Yes.
So go to the place where you're most valued.
Yes.
Play your game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then our next segment, realistic or cap. And this is let us know what you think about this.
Is it real or is it cap?
There are built-in anxieties when living in the inner city or living in the hood. I mean, built-in. You can't move to this area because I ain't from there.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody over there. You know
or it's things that give a normal person anxiety that you just used to.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
You know,
you pull up to the gas station, you see some of the suspicious dudes like, nah, we're not getting gas here.
Yeah, and then sometimes people just walk right by because they know the person, or they know this is just I got to go to the store.
Yep.
I'm walking to the gas station to get whatever I'm getting,
right.
And I'm not just going to walk home.
Right.
Every time 5 people are standing outside.
Right. Yep.
That's normal to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
another one, if you live in the house and don't got a garage, if I get this TV, I gotta move this TV in where everybody either out doing whatever they doing, or at night we can't nobody see it. Because if I take this big old TV in my house, somebody probably gonna steal it when I go to work the next day.
It's gonna make me target.
So you gotta move in like the silence, almost kind of weird.
Having black trash bags, you know what I mean, to put certain stuff in.
Go ahead, you keep going.
When you make those, purchases for your new computer or something like that.
Yeah.
Being poor and being robbed by another poor person, it's crazy. Like, I'm not even rich and they robbed me. You know what I mean?
For real.
They took my PlayStation 2.
Boy.
They took my VCR.
Then you think about living in the hood, like you can't even have like an HVAC unit. You got to put a cage over your HVAC unit. It's standard. Because they'll take the copper out of it. And
if you got a window unit, you got to be worried about if they're going to kick it in or not.
For real.
I've had my homegirl, she was maybe like 16.
Yeah.
She walked in her house, as a child, saw people in her house. Like, they had got in through the back door.
Yeah.
They didn't see her come in, so she kind of froze.
Whoa.
That's
crazy.
And, to find out, they got in through the back, and they've been watching her. They've been watching the whole family, and they knew nobody would be there at that time of day.
Right.
They came in, kicked the little air conditioner in.
Right.
And put it back when they left.
And then our last one, and we'll probably get ready to close out. Growing up in the inner city can desensitize you, for better or worse. For better, is it better or is it worse?
It's advantages that, like, you may have head start on combat training. You know what I mean? You 15 years old, you seen somebody being shot before.
Right.
You desensitized to gunshots, things like that.
Ridicule, like say we in high school, man, it was like every day is a roasting battle, every day. Yeah. I mean, every day, every class.
Bus battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being bullied or picked on or having fights on the bus, starting at elementary.
Yeah.
It's one bus driver.
Yeah.
That's usually not a disciplinarian.
30 maniacs on the bus.
Exactly. In the back of the bus.
And then it turned to WrestleMania. What the bus driver gonna do? it's Royal Rumble back there. You know,
and the bus driver's job is to transport you to A to B.
now
They
that was
can't
some crazy
protect
bus drivers though. They come back
Yes.
there like Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. Miss
But ain't too
Kim.
many of them though.
Shout out to Miss Woods and Miss
Yeah.
Kim was our bus driver and
Yeah.
Dunbar, and they kind of protected the kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some tried to police with assigned seats and things like that.
Yeah.
But others, you know what I mean? They, it's the jungle. You try to get a seat up front to survive. Sometimes you didn't.
And all right, guys, we finna get ready to wrap this thing up. But we're not gonna be the weatherman today because it's raining like crazy. But thanks for watching. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, share. Thanks for watching. You got anything you say you want to sign out?
Nope. Good.
While it's raining, we're about to sign out.